Hey, what's up guys? My name is Daniel Lopez with Invest in You Finance, and today we're going to be talking about 3 platforms that you can use to start making money right now with little to no startup costs. But please, before you guys get into the video, smash that like button, subscribe. It really helps me out, and I really appreciate you guys for chiming in to watch the video. So, the 3 platforms that I want to talk about today are Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and eBay. Let's start with Craigslist. So Craigslist has been around for a while, and if you just Google Craigslist, it'll pop up. Inside of Craigslist, there are so many ways to make money. One way would be to pick up free stuff. So if you go to Craigslist, there's a section that says free stuff or pick up free stuff, something like that. And people are wanting to get rid of things that they're willing to just let it go. So you could go to Craigslist, get all this stuff that's free and sell it to people that are on Craigslist, sell it back and make a profit. Well, actually it would be, free because you picked it up. So you would just be making straight profit. So you could sell things on Facebook Marketplace that you've picked up from Craigslist, or you could list those free things that you got from Craigslist on eBay. But that's just one thing you can do from Craigslist. Think about it. If you're trying to make money and you have a house and you have extra bedrooms that are just, collecting dust that you're not using, you could potentially think about renting out those bedrooms. Like in my other video where I said that I was living at a house when I was living in Pittsburgh. Well, this house was owned by a person and they were charging $500 per room. So with Craigslist, there's ads that you can put for renting out a room. But also, if you're looking to rent a room for yourself, you could rent a room for yourself. So think about it. If you have a house, then you want some extra income, think about renting out a room. In your area, you're gonna have to do a little bit of research and see what the going rate for a room is, but you could potentially make a lot of money renting out an extra bedroom. And that would be the things that you can do within Craigslist. Of course, if you have a business, you can advertise on Craigslist, like a lawn service, power washing service, window cleaning service, maid service. Any business can basically advertise on Craigslist. So Craigslist is a good platform to just browse, get ideas, and think about ways to make money. So the next one is Facebook Marketplace. And it's pretty much the same thing as Craigslist. Facebook Marketplace, you sell your items, or you can pick up free items and you can resell them on any of these 3 platforms. So Facebook Marketplace is very similar to Craigslist. However, on Facebook Marketplace, I think you have an option where you can actually ship items to people. On Craigslist, you would normally just list an item, put your contact information, and locally it's like big items that you just sell locally. On Craigslist, you can also buy and sell cars. If you buy a car for $1,000, you can flip it for $2,000 to $3,000, and a lot of people do this on Craigslist. They look at other cities' Craigslists. They go to another city that's close by that might have a vehicle that they think they can sell, and they do that. So many ways, so many ideas to make money online with Craigslist. Facebook Marketplace is the same thing. People sell cars. They sell everything on both Craigslist and Facebook. So if you're thinking about selling things online, think about listing your items on all 3 platforms, and that'll help you sell whatever it is that you're trying to sell. If it's a bigger, bulkier item, then you're gonna want to use local Craigslist, and local Facebook Marketplace. If they're smaller items that are not too hard to ship, you can sell them on eBay. You can also sell, big items on eBay. You just have to figure out, shipping costs and all that stuff. But so many opportunities to figure out what you want to sell on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. I mean, if you have no money, zero money, and you want to start like doing something, you can look to see what people are giving away for free. And all you have to do is be able to go pick up that stuff. And once you can pick it up, you can bring it back to your home, sort through it, and start selling it little by little, depending on what it is. So, I mean, that's just another way to make money. Even like if you're just driving around and you see something that someone put on the side of their house that they're willing to just give away for free, you can pick that up. I've seen a lot of furniture, on the side of the roads. And recently, at the beginning of the year, I actually saw, a dining room set like right across the street from my house. So, I just wanted to do a small project. I like doing things like that where, like redoing furniture or, working on cars, things like that. Those used to be some of my hobbies. But I wanted to get that table, and I've never resanded a wood table before. So I wanted to resand the table and put a real nice finish on it because it was a solid wood table. I was surprised that it was just out there for free. I ended up getting the table, and it was, a square table with 4 chairs, and they ended up flipping that table. It was free, and I sold it on Facebook Marketplace for like $250. I bought, the materials at Walmart, bought the stain and the gloss, and it was I only put in maybe like $35, and I sold it for $250, so I made a profit of like $215. And that's just something that you guys can think about doing. But here is the one where you could potentially make a lot of money, which is eBay. And eBay, you can, same thing, sell different products. However, with eBay, you have to either go to the post office, or you would have to have the post office pick up the items that you're selling at your home. So I started an eBay store, and I have an eBay business, and I started it at the beginning of the pandemic. Before that, actually. So 2020, I started my eBay business, and it was just more of like a hobby. And I would just post listings, and sometimes I would get a sale, sometimes I wouldn't. But eventually, I started picking up traction, and the more listings that I posted, the more sales I was getting, and then it just kind of snowballed into like something really big. So I really like eBay. However, startup costs for eBay are a little bit more than these other 2 marketplaces or these other 2 platforms, because with eBay, you have to have a checking account. So maybe you have to, put $20 and go to your local credit union and start a checking account. So you have to have a checking account so that way you can receive funds from your buyers. And if you're going to print labels from home, you are going to need like a laptop or a desktop computer, which is going to be a cost. And then you're also going to need a printer, which will also be, a cost, and ink. Those would be some of the startup costs. But one thing that's new on eBay, I don't know when they started doing this, but you can send a package with a QR code. And basically what that is like the restaurants have, where you scan their QR code and you can see their menu. Well, eBay you can buy the shipping label on eBay. So you go through eBay, the app on your phone, which is also a cool thing. And then, or you can do it on a desktop. And you would purchase the shipping label for the item that you have sold through eBay, and you'll get it like a discount. Depending on what service you select, you'll get a little bit of a discount, so that'll save you a little bit of money. But then there's an option that says print QR code, and they'll send you a QR code to your email. So in that case, you don't need a laptop or a printer. You could just use your cell phone, print the QR code, and all you would have to do is package the item. So you would still have packaging costs like tape, scissors, and envelopes or boxes, whatever you're shipping out. So you would have those supply costs, but you wouldn't really need a laptop or a computer. So with eBay, you would get the QR code. You would have your package packed and ready to be shipped. All it needs is that label, the shipping label. You would download the QR code from your app and they'll send it to your email. And then once you go to the post office, you would take your package there, you would stand in line, and once you got up to the front desk, you would show them the QR code. Then the person at the front desk at the post office would scan the QR code and they would print the shipping label for you. Once they print the shipping label, they'll put it on your package, they'll scan it, and then they'll give you a receipt saying that your package was dropped off. So that's another way to ship items on eBay. That's with the QR code. So with all these 3 platforms, you have options of making sales. Some, like I said, you could pick up free things, list them all on all 3 platforms. You can refurbish furniture and sell them on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. Or, you can also list it on eBay, but shipping costs are gonna be a lot. So it just depends on what you wanna sell. For eBay, I like to choose really small items that probably fit like in a 3x5 mail envelope, or something in like a 4x7 padded envelope. I like to ship small items because with these 3 platforms, if you're gonna resell on these 3 platforms, you're gonna need like a room or like a garage or something to store all these items that you're gonna be selling. Because if you go pick up a couch or furniture on the side of the road, well, you're gonna have to bring that back to wherever you're living. And if you're picking up a lot of things, then your inventory starts piling up. Me, I prefer to have just like a small corner in a room where my inventory is just sitting there, and it's like people sell video games, people sell books. And the cool thing about eBay is that eBay has a history in the app. If you go to completed items, it's completed and sold items. You can see how much an item has sold for. So eBay kind of already has the research done for you. If you're looking up a video game, or you're looking up, a movie or something that's easy to ship, you would just search for the title, and then once you search for the title, it'll show all the items that are for sale. From there, you can go to advanced settings and select completed and sold items, and you'll see, okay, this DVD sold for $10. So then you can kind of get an idea of you can kind of get an idea of how you want to price the item. And that will help you out whenever you start pricing the items that you want to sell. So some of these are going to have no startup cost, which is all the free stuff you can pick up, or some of them will have a little bit of a startup cost, but it'll probably be a good investment. So these are the 3 platforms, guys, that I wanted to talk to you about where you can actually make money. And I would recommend that you try each platform, and I would recommend that you try different things, because maybe you're good with your hands, maybe you're good at flipping furniture, maybe that's like a hobby of yours. So you could turn this hobby into a business, and you can advertise on all 3 of these platforms. And then you can build an audience. Like, you can basically film your day-to-day of how you made the product. Like if you're refinishing a table, you can record a video refinishing the table, telling your audience like, hey, these are the products that I used. And then you can create a YouTube channel, and you can upload that video to a YouTube channel, and then you can disperse it to your TikTok or to your Instagram. And then people are gonna follow you and they're gonna see what you're doing, and maybe they'll be interested, and maybe you'll inspire someone else to do that as well. But that's just something that that you can do if that's what you like to do. Or if you're a mechanic, or you're good with cars and you're interested in buying and selling cars, you can do that as well. Because you can buy a car for $1,000, fix it up for a little bit of money, and then you can relist it and sell it and make a decent profit. So you have to think about what it is that you like to do, or what it is that you're interested in. Like if you're someone who does hair and nails, maybe you can buy bulk hair and nail products, and then you can sell them on all three. Or you can go thrift shopping if you're interested in clothes, and you can buy a bunch of clothes and you can list those clothes on all three marketplaces. These are just platforms that are going to help you sell your products. And if you think about it, what you're doing in these platforms is selling a product to someone who's looking to buy something. So if you're looking for a car, you're going to go on Craigslist, you're going to go to the dealership, you're going to go to different places. But when I look for, I've only had one vehicle, which is, if you've seen my other videos, it's a 2011 Toyota Tacoma. So I haven't looked for any vehicles, but if I did look for a vehicle, I would look on Craigslist to see what they have on there. And ultimately you can go check out the car and see how it's running and things like that. So if you're a mechanic, you might want to think about doing that, and you can make some decent money. You can sell books, you can sell DVDs, you can sell video games. If you're into like video game consoles and all that stuff, you could go to your local swap meets, you can go to garage sales, you can find things that people are selling, and if you can buy them at a decent price, then you can make a profit. So just let that soak in and think, like, what am I good at and what do I like doing, and try and convert that to like, okay, how can what I like doing and what I like to enjoy in my everyday life, how can I convert that into like a business or selling a product or something like that? And do some research, look online, just get other ideas. That's what this channel is about, guys. This channel is about personal finance. It's about business. It's about small business. It's about investing. It's about making money or having your money grow for you. But it's also about investing in you, because if you're watching this video, then you typed in how to make money online, or how to make money in 2020. So you're looking for ideas, and it's okay to go out and look for ideas. So just try and be resourceful, because if you're resourceful, then you can accomplish your goals and get to where you want to get to. I have bought bicycles on Craigslist. When I was working in the oil field, I used to work in small towns, and those small towns, I would look up their Craigslists, and then I would see like, oh, okay, what are they selling? And I liked bikes, so I would buy a bike, and then I would fix it up, and then I would sell it. And I was making like hundreds of thousands of dollars in the oil field, but I enjoyed finding a bike on Craigslist, fixing it, and selling it. Like, that was fun to me. So just think about what you're good at and what you can do to apply what you're good at to these three platforms. And ultimately see how much money you can make. If you do Craigslist and you don't like it, well then guess what? You tried something and you didn't like it, so you move on to the next platform, Facebook Marketplace. Try it, see if you like it. If you don't, move on to the next one. Or if you like all three, use all three. The point is to try different things. If you never try something, then you're never gonna know whether you like it or not. So I would recommend, you get your hands dirty, you try something. If you wanna try to flip furniture, you can do it. If you wanna stop, you can stop. That's like the cool thing about starting your own business or thinking about a business idea. As long as there's little to no startup cost, you can try it out. see if you like it, and then you can decide, this isn't for me, or, I'm not liking this, I'm gonna try something else. Then you keep trying something until you find something that you enjoy doing. And then you can stick with that, and over time, you get better and better and better and better and better. And before you know it, you might be hiring someone to work with you alongside you, or hiring a few people to do it for you. Like a lawn service, for example. You can advertise your lawn service on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, and you can cut all these people's lawns, and you might be so busy that you have to hire somebody else. And then eventually you hire a few employees, and you step back, and you are just scheduling, setting up all your people to go cut people's grass, pressure wash, clean pools. You can advertise cleaning pools on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace if there's a lot of pools in your city or town. And you just have to, startup costs would be the equipment. So these are just ideas that you guys can bounce around and think, well, what would I enjoy doing? What would I like doing? If you just want to stay home and sell things online, that would be eBay. Because eBay, you potentially don't even have to go to the post office. If you have a computer and a printer, you can print out the labels, print out your, package your products, and schedule a time for the post office to come to your house and pick up all your sales or all your products. As long as they're already packaged and labeled, then eBay will, or the post office, you just schedule a pickup time, and you can just work from home. You would just have to find products that would ship to your house, and then once the products ship to your house, then you can ship them to whoever's buying them. But these are just some ideas, guys. I want to share them with you. Hopefully this video is not too long, and hopefully I caught you guys' attention. I appreciate you guys watching. Please smash the like button. Please subscribe. If you guys want me to talk more about my eBay store and what I'm actually selling, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you've tried any of these in the comments, what you've sold, how much you're making, like what's a good product to sell, or what items are you flipping? Are you buying cars? Are you buying bicycles? What has given you the most profit? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, guys, I appreciate it. Invest in you. Think about your business ideas, and never give up. Keep trying, keep moving forward, and keep progressing in life. Love you guys. Thank you so much.